Okay, that's all the reunion. I hope you've enjoyed it. However, we're going to do something new right now. For those of you that haven't been to Marinette, we're going to do something I've never done before. We're going to take a ride around the loop. I have with me this morning Dick Soderberg. Dick was in the class behind us, 1937. You probably remember him. He played a lot of football for us. And Dick is driving the car, and we're just going to drive around the loop, starting here at the high school. And you can see off the right now, we're going past that's the junior high you're seeing right now. And the new part, it was the junior high, it's now the middle school. And then this is what used to be Lord's School. I think they now have the Catholic equivalent of a middle school also. And we're passing Shore Drive. What's the noise, Dick?
Oh, squad car in the vicinity.
Yeah, the radar detector has just picked up a squad car. There's the squad car. Off to the right, you can see the Ansel Chemical Company and the Marine Corporation. Those are probably the two largest industries in Marinette, Menominee, in the addition to the Scott Paper Company. We're going past now, slow up just a little bit, Dick. We're going past what was the, I think it was the Match Company, wasn't it, Dick?
That's right.
And over here on the left is where the Presbyterian Church was. It's not there anymore. The fire department has been torn down and a new firehouse built. We're just now coming down the hill, still on Main Street. It surprised me to see some of the buildings gone that are gone. The Methodist church that was right where you're looking now is gone. The Presbyterian church, the firehouse is torn down and a new one built. We're passing the glove factory where Marjorie Coo's father worked. And a little slower, Dick, if you can. We're now going down Main Street. And for those of you that haven't been in Marinette, it would be quite depressing. The downtown Marinette is completely deserted. All of the buildings on Main Street and Hall Avenue are empty. The buildings you're looking at are completely empty right now. Lorman's is in business, but just barely. Dunlop Square is right ahead of us. The old Marinette Hotel is torn down, and a Holiday Inn is built there now. There's the library on the right, and off to the right is the bridge to Menominee. We'll be going down that way pretty soon. The Retke's Bar is still there. McDonald's drugstore is gone. The old Oak used to be right where you're looking now, and it is not any longer anything. And the stretch of buildings you're looking at now on Hall Avenue are all completely empty. My dad had a studio in this building you're looking at right now. And Buick Garage is gone. None of these buildings are occupied. We're going to go on up Hall Avenue and turn right on State Street and go down that way to give you an idea of what things look like. Marinette and Menominee are both desolate towns as far as business is concerned. There's one pretty good sized shopping area over Menominee, but other than that, there isn't much of anything. I don't know where people do their shopping. Where do they shop, Dick?
Well, there's a new shopping mall out on the way to Pesh to go on.
Oh, is there?
And
the old Ford garage, and we'll be passing the old depot. Remember that? Still there. That hasn't changed. I didn't get a chance to look at it, but one of the only stores that remains as it was is Goldberg's men's clothing store. Right ahead of us, that little building, that's the Chamber of Commerce you're looking at right now. Ruth Dewar used to live in a house that was on that location. And we're looking up Hall Avenue, and we're going to be turning right now on State Street. Who lived in that house? Do you remember, Dick?
Lorman's resident.
Was that Lorman's residence?
Yes.
Betty Bourne lived right here on State Street. Now you're looking down State Street, and it's still a pretty elegant place. Incidentally, all the streets in Menominee have had their names changed. State Street over there is now 7th Avenue, and that kind of silly thing, it loses a lot of its charm. In my opinion, the residential part of Menominee is perhaps a little nicer than the residential areas of Marinette. Now, although this part of town between State Street and the river and that area is probably the nicest part of Marinette now.
Take a right here.
Yeah, let's take a right and get back on Riverside. I guess that'll take us, won't it?
I think it's up.
And we're getting a little rain, typically enough. Since we've been here, and I've been here now 3 days, the weather has been alternately cold, hot, and rainy. And nice. We've had some nice weather, so we've had the complete run of the mill. We're now going down Hattie Street, and you're looking across the Hattie Street Bridge. There's the old paper mill. That is the old paper mill, isn't it, Dick?
I'm sure it is.
The Hattie Street paper mill. And you're looking across the river to Menominee. An interesting thing, the level of water, the water in the rivers and lakes here is probably 5 feet higher than it was before. We'll be looking at the residences now on Riverside Drive. We just passed Lorman's. Or did we? No, here's Lorman's coming up. I remember that well because we lived right behind Lorman's on the next street. Still looks nice.
Great home in.
This is the new Presbyterian church. Somebody donated their home and they now have it as a church. Looking across here is Stevenson Island. I was starting to tell you, though, the level of water, remember where the ice rink was? That's what you're looking at right now. 50 years ago, that was 2 feet of water, and now I would venture to say it's 10 feet deep. 8, 10 feet, something like that. And there's the old library. And we're coming back to Dunlop Square. I think I mentioned that Lorman's it's still in business, but just barely, and I wouldn't venture to say they'll be open another 6 months.
Supposed to build a shopping center in there, I understand by the rumors.
I've seen in the paper they're going to build a shopping center out this side of the depot and clear all of the old buildings out for parking. Now we're looking across the bridge. Dick, how about the Smelt Carnival? Do they still have that every year?
It's sort of slowed up a little bit on that.
How about the fish? Do they have the fish?
I think they do.
Got a nice yacht harbor down to the right here. That's better than it ever was. The shopping center I mentioned is just to the right of the bridge on the far end. There is a very nice motor home trailer park, transient type, down here to the right. In fact, that's where I'm staying in our motor home while we're here. In fact, that's my motor home you're looking at right now. I'm sure you can tell which one it is. Now you're looking at the backside of the shopping center. They have a very nice market in there. It's very large, and the prices are good, and they have it's just a good market. And I would venture to say that 90% of the shopping that's done in this area is done in that one market. Now we're just coming off the end of the bridge. Remember the old information center? That's off to our right here. And we're going down what used to be, what was this, Ludington? Or Ogden? Ogden, I think it was, wasn't it, Dick?
I think you're right.
I think this street still has the same name. The old hospital was on the left, and they've rebuilt that. Our radar detector is telling us to slow up. You know, Dick, those are illegal now in quite a few states.
Thanks for telling me.
Well, in Canada they're illegal, and they actually come aboard our motorhome and...
I think they're illegal in Michigan also.
Are they? Here's the old, I guess that's the City Hall in Menominee. Is that the City Hall? I think so. What street is this? Well, they call it 10th Avenue now. I don't know what it used to be.
We're on the corner of 10th Street and 10th Avenue.
Yeah. You're looking right down now to the end of the street, and that is where the park marina is. We'll stop there and take a look for you so you can see it. Those of you that live in Marinette probably turned this thing off a long time ago, but those who haven't been here, I think you'll find this interesting. I hope it works out. I know this, personally know this part of town quite well. My grandmother, believe it or not, used to live in this little house that you're looking at right here. Not the first one, but the third one there. This one that we're passing, and my grandmother lived there. I can remember that. That was some 60 years ago.
Do you want to take a ride down?
Let's go right straight down the middle of the park there.
Okay.
And what is this building ahead of us, Dick? Is that the bank building? No, to the right, to the right.
You want to go to the right?
To the right, yeah.
Oh, right.
No, we don't want to go to the left. Okay, now we're going to go down about 100 yards and then we'll stop. Let's stop right in front of the old Lloyd's store. How's that? We're in front of it right now. And I'm going to turn to the left here and get a picture of the marina. The marina is quite nice. You can see it over here.
So I drive on through there.
We're getting a picture of Dick at the same time. Hi, Dick.
Hi.
The breakwater is there, and the marina is quite nice. You can see the water on the wall. I think they probably had to put a new cap on it because of the water coming higher. Okay, let's continue on. Seagull Bar, if you remember it, is almost awash now. The trees and everything on Seagull Bar, what remain, are underwater. Here's the old band shell. I don't remember that, Dick. This left side looks nice. Let me show you the right side. All of the buildings are vacant. Let me just show you these as we go by. Nothing. Every one of the buildings you're looking at is empty. But just like Marinette. Some of the homes along the waterfront are still quite elegant. Now we're looking down the end, and I think this used to be called Ogden. I'm not sure what it is now. That's called First Street. Remember the beautiful homes on the left side?
Right.
They're still quite nice. The Ann Arbor car ferry does not run any longer. The Coast Guard is down there, and the bridge is there. This used to be the sugar beet factory in here, wasn't it, Dick? Sugar beet factory on the right and paper mill on the left. And I guess that's what it still is. The last time I was here 10 years ago, there was no bridge across the Hattie Street or the Minneconne end of the loop. But they've now rebuilt the bridge, and it's a nice drawbridge, still a drawbridge.
Oh, we're going to stop.
And we're going to have to stop.
Oh, there it is.
the bridge just went open, or just opened up, so traffic can now flow. The bridge is now closed. That means the bridge is closed and the traffic's open. When the bridge is open, the traffic's closed. Up the street, the soldiers are coming down. Somebody told me that about 2 years ago, Marinette endured a very, and Dick, if you can slow down, I'm going to take a picture. First up the river, or down the river toward the mouth, where the Ann Arbor car ferry used to come in. You can see a yacht coming in now. Then I'll quickly pan up the other way, and you can see up the river. There's a freighter in there. What was I about to tell you? Anyway, this loop was not open 10 years ago, but now you can make the loop again. The old tugboat docks, fish tugs. Incidentally, the fishing in Lake Green Bay area is now fantastic. They've planted salmon of some kind, and they hatched, and now they all come home to where they were hatched. And so the salmon fishing around here is pretty good, which is new for all of us. I'm looking at a building at one time. Dick, does Cutler Hammer sound familiar?
Well, I've heard of the name, yes.
I think that used to be the Cutler Hammer building that I'm looking at right now. We're turning right, and we'll be going down Minicani. Oh, I started to tell you, they had a violent storm here about 2 years ago with hail and torrential water, rain, and winds, and it damaged many of the houses very severely. We're going through Minicani right now. A lot of the people just didn't bother to rebuild their houses. Others have had, almost all have had to put on new roofs, like the one you're looking at. Okay, we're about to turn right from Minicani and go down Main Street again. And we'll be coming to the high school again pretty soon, which will complete our loop of Marinette and Menominee. Well, I hope that was interesting. Anything else you think we ought to add, Dick?
I think you did a good job.
Well, there's a lot more that can be told, but there's a general picture for you, those of you that haven't been to Marinette for a long time, like I had not. I found it quite interesting. There's an awful lot of the houses are old and vacant, and just not very nice. A lot of them have been remodeled. The downtown part of Marinette and Menominee both are deserted. There's nothing there anymore. It's surprising, but I would imagine when people want to buy something like a car or a washing machine or that type of thing, they'd probably go to the shopping centers in Green Bay or someplace else, wouldn't you?
Right.
Okay, Dick, if you'd go down to the end here, I'm going to put some title in here and we'll look at it and see what we got. Turn left on Shore Drive. okay as we're going out short drive. Then I'll be turning the camera off. Thanks again, and I hope you guys have enjoyed your pictures of the people in the reunion and your scenic tour of Marinette and Menominee. God willing, we'll see you in 5 years at the 55th reunion.